So we are talking about this Bresnan's line drawing algorithm, and we arrived at a few equations. We arrived at around 2 to 3 equations. How do you calculate D1? How do you calculate D2? And how do you find out the difference between D1 and D2? And after that, if D1 minus D2 is less than 0, which point you will consider? That is like you will be considering yi. And if d1 minus d2 is greater than 0, which point you will consider? So in our case, we'll be considering y of I plus 1. So now let's simplify those equations further. Um, let's simplify those equations further. So I'll just write the general equations. Uh, y is equal to mx plus b. It's the general one. So after that, um, I derived one equation called d1. So d1. So if this is for xi or x0, so if I'm replacing this with x of I plus 1 means the equation will be y is equal to m into x I plus 1 plus b. So this one equation. So next one will be d1. So d1 will be like the finalized equation I'll write. Um, d1 will be m into what is d1? d1 will be m into x of I plus 1 plus b minus yi. Why I'm writing like this means because I know that d1 is equal to y minus yi. d2 is equal to y of I plus 1 minus y. So this equation I know. From the directly I'm getting this. Then d2 is equal to what was d2? 1 second, I'll just check. d2 is equal to y of I plus 1 minus y of I plus 1 minus m into x of I plus 1 minus b. So this is the third equation. Directly you can directly write from these two formulas. So now difference d1 minus d2. So d1 minus d2 uh, 2 times m into x of I plus 1 x of I plus 1 uh, minus 2 times b minus uh, y of I plus 1 minus yi. So this is the equation, right? This is the equation for d1 minus d2. Is it correct? 2 times m into x of I plus 1 minus, so this will be plus, I think. This will be plus 2b minus y of I plus 1 minus yi. So this is what the equations which uh, I derived yesterday. So you can get this equation from this basic formula. So now after this, what I told, d1 minus d2 less than 0, select y of I plus 1 will be yi. If d1 minus d2 is greater than 0, y of I plus 1 will be, yeah, the next point only, y of I plus 1. So the selection of points is based on the difference between this d1 and d2. So now let us simplify these equations further. So for example, see, here I will just give this. So here x is moving in unit interval. Here x is moving in unit interval. 1 second, the wrong pick. The x is moving in unit interval. For example, x k plus 1, xk, k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3, like that. So the difference is it is in unit direction. It is in unit direction. So you can write x of I plus 1 as xi plus 1. So like this you can write. So this you can take it as x0, x1, x2, x3. Similarly, for this also, it is also moving in unit directions. Y0, y1, y2, y3. So x of I plus 1 you can take it as x of I plus 1. Y of I plus 1 you can take it as y of I plus 1. So use this point. Why? Because the pixels are moving in unit intervals. So the next point will be plus 1 of the previous point. So that is what? So now if I take this equations into consideration, so what will be my y? So if I take that into consideration, y will be m into xi plus 1 plus b. So one, second one, d1 will be m into x of I plus 1 plus b minus yi. Then d2 will be y of I plus 1 minus m into xi plus 1 minus b. So now the difference, see here for the difference, I'll just directly simplify. Um, here also you could have simplified as y of I plus 1. Even also here also you can write this yi plus 1. So difference. Now the difference will be d1 minus d2 will be 2 times m xi plus 1 plus 2b. So now this I will simplify further. Now this part I will simplify further. Minus is there no? Minus y of I plus 1. Minus of y of I plus 1 can be written as minus into yi plus 1. So it will become minus yi minus 1. So now minus yi minus 1 minus yi. So these two are the like terms. So if I add it, I will get minus 2 times yi minus 1. So any doubt in this question? Now I'm simplifying this. Now I've simplified this. Any doubt here? I've just simplified the equations. Now I've simplified the equations. So why I've simplified means see for in the next stages we need more simplification. So I've done this. Any doubt so far? Any doubt with respect to this? See what I did is to the equations which I've gathered yesterday. So I'm just replacing x of I plus 1 with xi plus 1 and y of I plus 1 with yi plus 1. Any doubt? Any doubt here? Any doubt? Zeenath, Adesh, Akhilesh, any doubt so far? Okay. So till now, okay, now fire is okay. So now the next part. So now I told you that based on this d1 minus d2 only, you will decide less than 0, which point to select, and greater than 0, which point to select. So as per our d1 minus d2, if it is less than 0, we were selecting yi. And if d1 minus d2 it is greater than 0, we are selecting y of I plus 1. So one of the advantage that is there in this Bresnan's line algorithm is it will not, there is no round off procedure. Because in DDA and all, you were doing the round off procedure and all. Like if you are getting 2.4, we are converting that into um, 2. So, but here it is not done. Why? Because see the round off factor is contributed by. Why you are getting the round off factor means it is because of this slope delta y by delta x. So because of this factor, because of this division only, you are getting the fractional part. So that concept is eliminated in Bresnan's line algorithm by multiplying the equation with delta x. So if you multiply the equation with delta x, so what the slope will it will be like delta x into delta y by delta x. So this was the fractional part. This was the reason you are getting the fractional part. Since you are multiplying with delta x, this and this will get cancelled and it will result in integer value itself. So the next series will start. So how the fractional point is avoided means, you know that slope is equal to delta y by delta x. You are multiplying this slope with delta x. So the result will be delta y by delta x into delta x. So you'll get delta y as the answer. So that is the thing. So that is the thing. So now what I'm doing means, now I'm multiplying this equation. Now I'm multiplying this d1 minus d2 with delta x. So what I'm doing means I'm multiplying d1 minus d2 into delta x. So I'm multiplying d1 minus d2 with delta x. You are getting this. How I'm eliminating this fractional part means I'm multiplying that d1 difference between d1 minus d2 with delta x. So if I do that, what will be my equation? So I know that uh, 2m x of I plus 1 plus 2b minus 2yi minus 1 is my d1 minus d2. So this is my d1 minus d2. So now I'm multiplying this with delta x. So what equations I will get? What equations I will get? So I'll just simplify this further. So this d1 minus d2 into delta x is there, no? I'll call this as pi. So my pi is nothing but pi is equal to d1 minus d2 into delta x. This calculations I will do here. So d1 delta x into 2m x of I plus 1 plus 2b minus 2yi minus 1. So now I'll multiply this 2 into delta x m uh, into xi. So let's simplify further because you people will can get confused. So first I'll simplify this. This you can write it as 2m xi first factor multiplication plus 2m the next factor multiplication. So 1 2 plus 2b minus 2yi minus 1. So delta x. So now delta x will be multiplied with each terms. So what will be that? Delta x is 2m delta x xi first factor is done, 2m delta x plus 2b delta x minus 2 yi delta x minus delta x. So after this, I'll replace m with delta y by delta x. 2 into delta y by delta x xi plus 2 into delta y by delta x. See, you can parallelly write this equation and check also because you need to practice this. Okay. So now delta x cancelled, delta x cancelled. The equation will be 2 into delta y xi plus 2 into delta y plus 2b delta x minus 2yi delta x uh, minus delta x. You check anywhere. Um, you check anywhere. Any further simplification can be possible. If no further simplification is possible, means you can just rearrange the terms. So further simplification is not possible. So I told you that pi is nothing but d1 minus d2 into delta x. So one few things, if d1 minus d2 is less than 0, so even pi will also be less than 0. That means the sign of pi is same as the sign of d1 minus d2. So on. So because you're just multiplying it by a factor called delta x. So now pi. So now this I'll rearrange this equation. Now if I rearrange this, how I can write 2 into delta y xi minus this one. First I'll take the variables 2yi delta x. So these two parts I've written. I'm just rearranging the equation. After that plus 2 times delta y plus what is left out. So this part is also written 2 times delta y plus 2 delta x. So this rearranging delta x b. This part is also written minus delta x. So my pi is nothing but 2 into delta y xi minus 2 yi delta x plus 2 times delta y plus 2 times delta x into b minus delta x. Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? How I came across this equation? Any doubts? Any doubts? Yes or no? Is this point clear? I'm multiplying with the slope. That is d1 minus d2. d1 minus d2, I'm multiplying with delta x. So till this point, if it is clear, means so this is the equation. No, now here you can check that here. Um, see in this equation there are some constant and there are some variables. See delta y is constant, delta x is constant. So this is constant, this is constant, this is constant, constant. Only variable is there in xi. So here xi is a variable, here xi is a variable. So this part is variable and yi is variable. So these equations will change. So if you are changing xi plus 1, xi plus 2, these two values will change. But this is a constant. So this entire part doesn't depend on the value of input, whether it might be xi, whether it might be um, yi. So it will be considered constant. So this will be considered constant. So this will be considered constant. So now I can write pi is equal to the same equation. The same equation pi is equal to 2 times delta y xi minus 2 times I'll just 2 times yi delta x plus c. See, I'm refining this where c is equal to this constant 2 times delta y plus 2 times delta x b minus delta x. So I've just simplified this. I've just simplified this equation further. Now um, I just multiplied this. I called it as some equation. So now I've simplified this, and what I've done is I've simplified this. So next, what is the next step? I'll just erase this, and so this p will call this p as a decision factor. So this will only decide based on the value of p. See, even p is nothing but d1 minus d2. So I told you no, d1 minus d2 less than 0, select yi. D1 minus d2 greater than 0, select the next point in y coordinate. The same way here also, if pi is less than 0, you'll be selecting the yi coordinate, and if pi is greater than 0, you'll be selecting y of I plus 1. So now the equation has been simplified further. So now this pi is the decision factor. So this pi is the decision factor. It will only decide which pixel you want to select. So now what I will do now, in this equation I can replace pi with pi plus 1. So consider this as some equation 1. So for this equation I'll replace pi with pi plus 1. So if I make pi plus 1, means this will become pi will become p of I plus 1. Wherever I is there, I'll replace with I plus 1. Delta y x I plus 1 minus 2 into y of I plus 1 delta x plus c. So what I am doing means replacing I with I plus 1. So in equation 1. So I, wherever I is there, I plus 1, I plus 1, I plus 1. So what I'm doing, I'm just replacing with I plus 1. So now P of I plus 1, I'll get something. So now I will find the difference between these two. Now I'll find the difference between 2 minus 1. So that is P of I plus 1 minus Pi. So now the workout by this you can know that C and C will get cancelled. So I'll write the result here. P of I plus 1 minus Pi, what will be the result? Here I'll do the calculation. So P of I plus 1 is given by 2 into delta y x of I plus 1 minus 2 into y of I plus 1 delta x plus c minus 2 delta y xi minus 2 yi delta x plus c. So now again further simplification, 2y x of I plus 1 minus 2 y of I plus 1 delta x plus c minus 2 delta y xi plus 2 yi delta x minus c. So plus c minus c will get cancelled. So now check for the like terms. If any like term is there, so if any like term is there, you can just add it up. If like term is not there, you can just simplify further. So um, so even one thing is like I will take the common. I'll just rearrange this. So delta y x of I plus 1. Then I'll get this minus 2 delta y xi minus 2 yi plus 1 delta x. First I'll write positive term. See, first thing is I'm rearranging the terms. This term I've written here. This term I'm writing in the second place, 2 delta y xi. So after this I'll write the positive term 2. So here delta x I'll write first, y I will tell later. Delta x yi, and this term I'll write here also minus 2 delta x y of I plus 1. So now I'll take the common terms. In the first two terms, 2 and delta y is constant, or I mean the common. So I'll take the common term 2 delta y x of I plus 1 minus xi. In the next term, 2 delta x is common. So 2 delta x yi minus y of I plus 1. So like this I will take. So like this I've taken the common terms. Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Yes or no? Okay. Or you can do the other way around also. So instead of taking like this also, instead of taking like this, you can keep this equation as it is. Instead of taking like this also, you can keep that equation as it is, because y of I plus 1 will be greater, no? So we'll go with that part only. 2 into 2 into delta x y of I plus 1, because y of x plus 1, y of I plus 1 is greater. So we'll derive as like that only, plus 2 into delta x into yi. So I will take minus 2 delta x as common here. So minus 2 delta x, if I take common, so it's the same thing, y of I plus 1 minus yi. So this is a simplified equation. This is a simplified equation of the difference between two pixels, like p of I plus 1 minus pi. So so after this, one point you should consider. One point you should consider. So any doubt so far? Any doubt with respect to the calculations? See here, I'm just doing the mathematics. So I'm just deriving the equation. Any doubts? Bharat Reddy, any doubts? Zenith, Akhilesh. See, I'm solving the equation. Yes or no? Any doubts? So this is one of the important concept that is there. You might expect for the examination also. And in the lab, the first program is based on this Bresson's line drawing algorithm itself. So you need to concentrate and you need to respond. So next thing is like, so the equations have drawn. So now you know that we had assumed that x moves in unit interval. So x moves in unit interval. So we had taken some assumptions. X moves in unit interval, and for that we are calculating y in incremental incredation, in with respect to the incremental integration, we are calculating the y value. So since x is moving in unit interval, x is moving in unit interval, and we are calculating the corresponding y value. So in this equation, x of I plus 1 can be written as xi plus 1, because x is moving in unit interval. So what this equation will become means xi plus 1. See here it is subscript of I, but here separately xi plus 1 minus xi. So here I have written this now. See, like this formula. So like this. So, but we cannot write it for y because y we are calculating that. So it is calculated incrementally. So it is not moving in unit interval. So this you can write like this: minus 2 times delta x into y of I plus 1 minus yi. So now x and x will get cancelled. The equation will be 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x into y of I plus 1 minus yi. So this we can call it as some equation. So this we can call it as the difference between p of I plus 1 minus pi, which is nothing but 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x into difference between y of I plus 1 minus yi. So we have calculated the difference. Now we have calculated the difference. Second, I'll erase this. So now we have arrived at the difference between P1 and difference between P of I plus 1 and Pi. So, uh, so what is the next step? What is the next step? So I will just rearrange this equation. You can rearrange this equation by moving the Pi to the right hand side. So if you move Pi to the right hand side, the simplified equation will be P of I plus 1 is equal to this. I'm moving it to the right hand side. So that's it. There will be change in sign. Minus Pi will become plus Pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x into y I plus 1 minus yi. So this I will call it as some equation 6. So um, you know that y of I plus 1 is not equal to yi because it will be incremented. Um, so it will be incremented. That means, so this y of I plus 1 can have two options. Either it will select yi or y of I plus 1 based on the pixel value. So that you cannot increment unit in unit interval. So for example, if pi if pi, what is that pi? Now I would have written some equation. No, this one, this is the pi. So if pi is less than 0, if pi is less than 0, pi is less than 0, I told you that we'll be considering yi. So if pi is less than 0, y of I plus 1 will take the value yi. If pi is greater than 0, y of I plus 1 will take the value. mm, what value it will take? It will take the value y of I plus 1. So now let's simplify further. So um, so now first we'll consider pi less than 0. So now pi less than 0. So where I will write that? Okay, here I'll write. Now pi less than 0. So now what I will do, if pi is less than 0, what I have to do? If pi is less than 0, y of I plus 1 will become yi. So now uh, where I will write means I'll write it here in equation 6. So equation 6, what it will become? P of I plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x y I plus 1. I'm replacing with yi. So yi minus yi. So yi minus yi is 0. So this will be 0. So something multiplied with 0. So the entire output will be 0. So p of I plus 1 will be equal to pi plus 2 times delta y when the value of pi is less than 0. So this is the equation. So this is also one equation. This I'll take it as 7. As per our equation 7, p of I plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 times delta y, considering pi is less than 0. So mm, So if pi, second point, if pi is greater than 0, replace y of I plus 1 with yi plus 1, subscript yi plus 1. So again, if I use the same equation, p of I plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x into y of I plus 1 will be replaced with yi plus 1 minus yi. So here I'm replacing this y of I plus 1 with yi plus 1. So yi cancel, it will be 1. So answer will be pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 into delta x, because this is only one, no. So you will get this equation. So this is another equation. This I will call it as some equation 8. One second, I'll just rewrite that. This I will call it as some equation number 8. What is the answer for what is the equation 8 I have given? Pi. P of I plus 1 is equal to Pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x, considering Pi greater than 0. So this is one equation. So finally we have calculated Pi plus 1 for two cases, one less than 0 and greater than 0. So now after this, so all the values have been calculated. Now after this you have to calculate the initial parameter. So you have to calculate the initial parameter. I'll just erase this and I'll write with the general I plus 1. So after this you have to consider, so you have to calculate initial value. So initial value in the sense p naught or x naught, y naught, like that. So how you can calculate means that initial value can be calculated from this equation. So if you replace here, if you put in place of I, if you put 0, it will be the initial parameter. So if you are assigning I to 0 in equation 1, so p I will become p naught is equal to 2 into delta y x naught minus 2 into y naught delta x plus plus c, no, we have calculated, plus c. So see, what is the constant I had written? What is the constant value I had written? Where c was what was the c value? Can anyone tell what was the c value? C value. So I'll just write it. The value of c was around 2 times delta y, 2 times c value. I'll just would have written it somewhere in my notes. C is equal to 2 times delta y plus 2 times delta x, 2 times delta y delta x into b minus delta x. This was my c value. This was my constant value. So I'll just replace this with this 2 times delta y plus 2 times delta x into b minus delta x. So again, here also further simplification. Here I'll replace this b with its value. We know that y is equal to mx plus b. We know that y is equal to mx plus b. So now how we can replace means, so we can get the value of b as y minus mx, and this y we are calculating x naught y naught. So making it y naught and x naught, it will become m into x naught, y naught minus m into x naught. So what is m? M is nothing but slope, dy by dx. So dy by dx into x naught. So this value I'll use in this place. So it will be like 2 times delta y x naught minus 2 y naught delta x plus 2 delta y. So this I'll take it separately and I'll simplify. 2 times delta x. B, I'm putting it with y naught minus delta y by delta x into x naught. So now further simplification. If I do, it will be like 2 into delta x y naught minus 2 into delta x delta y x naught by delta x. I'm multiplying, that's all. So B, I'm replacing with y naught minus delta y by delta x x naught. After that, I'm multiplying with 2 times delta x. So what it is getting, x and x will get cancelled. So the output will be 2 delta x y naught minus 2 delta y x naught. So this part I'll replace with 2 delta x y naught minus 2 times delta y x naught minus delta x. So this is how. So you just so if you, what I'm doing is I'm replacing the value of b with this part, and I've simplified in that line itself. I've simplified that. So after this, what is the next part? After this, what is the next part? So I've simplified the equation. So we'll go with further analysis. Try to check if any terms will get cancelled. Delta x y naught. See, I'll rearrange this. So that you'll understand. I'll write delta x and delta y initially. So 2 times delta y x naught minus delta x y naught plus 2 times delta y plus 2 times delta x y naught minus 2 times delta y x naught minus delta x. So delta x y naught minus 2 delta x y naught plus 2 delta x y naught. So this and this will get cancelled. This and this will get cancelled, and 2 delta y x naught minus 2 delta y x naught. So this and this will get cancelled. So P naught will be, initial point will be 2 times delta y minus delta x. This is one equation. 2 times delta y minus delta. So this is the initial parameter. So this is regarding the derivation of Bresson's line drawing algorithm. So these equations are there. D1 y is equal to mx plus b, then d1 d2, then by finding out p of I plus 1, p of I, then the different equations for p of I plus 1 when pi is less than 0, pi is greater than 0, then finding the initial parameter p naught. So these are the equations. Which which are there. So now this is so any doubt with respect to the equations? If any doubts with respect to the derivations, if you are not comfortable, or if you are not understood in any of the parts, so that we can derive that. So see, it's just maths is involved, that's all. So any doubt? So any doubt is there? Any doubt in any of the equations? Okay. So now this is regarding the equations now. So now based on this equation, we'll be considering the algorithm. So now a few assumptions I told. So this algorithm will be considered. So this algorithm will be considered. This algorithm will be considered for less than 1. The value of m, we are taking it as less than 1. So so how this algorithm will work means, the first point will be the endpoints of the line. X naught, y naught, and x1, y1. So first will be the endpoints of the line, and initial parameter. Initial parameter is x naught, y naught. So there will be two ends of the line. So if you take two ends of the line, ends of the line, x naught, y naught, and it can be x end comma y end. So initially you'll get the two endpoints of the line, that is the starting point of the line, ending point of the line, and you will store the x naught, y naught value. So what you will do means first you will get the endpoint of the line. Once the endpoint of the line is been got, you will first store the left side points x naught, y naught. After that you will set the color for that x naught, y naught. Then you will plot the first point. First thing is get the points, set the color for that position x naught, y naught, then plot it. So after that, calculate the constants. Calculate the constants. What and all constants we have derived? We have derived delta x, delta y. Calculate the constants. Calculate delta x. Calculate delta y. Then 2 times the delta x. So first thing is load the initial points, set the color. After that, calculate delta x, calculate delta y. Once these two is calculated, you can calculate 2 times delta y and 2 times delta y minus delta x. So what are those? So you know that 2 times delta y minus delta x is nothing but the initial parameter. So calculate the constants, delta x, delta y, 2 times delta y, then 2 times delta x minus delta y minus delta x, and get the constants and get the decision parameter. The first thing is you have to find out P naught. P naught is given by 2 times delta y minus delta x. So after that, after the initial parameter is found out, at each point along this line, if you take it as some point as k along this line, starting from k is equal to 0, at each point along this line, starting from the initial point to the ending point, that is starting at the initial point which k is equal to 0. So you can calculate the next value. So see, there I've derived using I know, here I'm using k, that's all. So once P naught is calculated, so there is one line. So first you calculate P naught. In simple terms, you calculate P naught. So after calculating the P naught, for each points along this line, I'm taking some constant called K. It is starting with 0. So P naught, you know how to calculate. P naught you will be calculating using the formula 2 times delta y minus delta x. After that, at each point along this line, you just check, you calculate pk. Um, you just calculate pk. So if this pk is less than 0, if pk is less than 0, you know the equation. If pk is less than 0, if pk is less than 0, so this point. If pk is greater than 0, this point. So you know the equation. So after that, calculate p naught is calculated. Then if pk is less than 0, you know that the next plot will be at the location x of k plus 1 comma y k. So um, this will be for pk less than 0, and you know the formula for calculating p of k plus 1. So if pk is greater than 0, the plot is at the location x of k plus 1, y of k plus 1, and the formula is p of k plus 1. This is the second formula. So this process has to be repeated. This process has to be repeated means this process has to be repeated delta x minus 1 time. If delta x is 4, this process has to be repeated 3 times. See, in simple terms, I'll just tell it in the simple terms. Calculate P naught. So endpoint of the lines will be given. The first step is you calculate P naught. So once P naught is calculated, you determine the value of Pk. If Pk is less than 0, Pk is less than 0 means you know that the point will be in x of k plus 1 yk. See, see, if you have understood the derivation, no need to write this also. You know that calculate P naught, calculate P naught. After that, calculate Pk. So see, Pk less than 0 means we were selecting yi. See, pi. See, wherever k is there, you can replace with I. So if pk is less than 0 means you have to select yk. If pk is greater than 0 means you have to select y of k plus 1, the same thing. See, d1 minus d2 less than 0, yi, that is, it is nothing but pi only. So pi less than 0, select yi, pi greater than 0, select y of I plus 1. The same thing is written. The same thing is written here also. What you have to do, one thing is, I'll just, what you have to do, select P naught, calculate P naught. After that, pk less than 0, pk less than 0, points will be k plus 1 comma x of I plus 1 comma yi. So wherever y is there, I will just put k. It doesn't matter. Then you have a formula. You have a formula to calculate p of k plus 1. What is that formula? That formula, if less than 0 means we have used this, no, pi plus 2 times delta y. So that is pi plus 2 times delta y means pk plus 2 times delta y. So that is what given here. If pk greater than 0, the points will be x of I plus 1 comma y of I plus 1. So instead of I am just telling k in this algorithm. The point will be of y of k plus 1, y of k plus 1. And what is the formula? What is the formula if p is greater than 0? So this formula. So the formula will be pi plus 2 times delta y minus 2 times delta x now, which we have derived. So it is nothing but k. So after this, repeat this step 4, repeat this process, uh, delta x minus 1 number of times. That is, if delta x is 5, repeat it 4 number of times. If delta x is 3, repeat it 2 times, like that. So whatever formula we have derived, the same thing we are telling it in terms of um, algorithm. That's all. Step by step, we are telling. We have calculated everything. We have calculated from the distance, difference between the distance. Then we calculated the pi, the decision factor. After that, the initial parameter. The same thing we are repeating. So here, only thing is less than 0, yi, greater than 0, y of I plus 1. If you keep this point in mind, you can solve this. See, less than 0, less than 0, less than 0, see it, less than 0, plot yk, greater than 0. Where is greater than 0? So this is greater than 0 condition, y of k plus 1. So this point if you keep, so in our example also, in this example also, the decision where here, okay. In this example also, we are making the decisions. No, in our example also, we are making the decision. How we are making the decision? Based on pk value only. So pk less than 0, you have to select yk. So yk is 11 here. So select this pixel. If less than 0, if pk greater than 0, you have to select y of k plus 1. So you select this. If k is greater than 0, that is pk is greater than 0. So this is regarding the working of resonance line drawing algorithm. So we'll solve the problem also. One problem we'll solve on this. So any doubt regarding this? So if you can, if you are through with the derivation, the algorithm will be easy to remember. So don't buy at the algorithm. You just understand the derivation. So if you understand the derivation, if you know the formulas, you can easily write it out. So any doubts? Any doubts? See, yes or no? Okay. See, next thing is here we are drawn with some assumptions. No, 1 second. I'll just go to that slide. I'll give you some inputs. 1 second. Where is that slide? Okay. So now, um, okay, this should be visible. See, this is a here. I'm writing it for here. We're calculating for 1 second. M less than 1. So this is our case. This is our condition for m less than 1. So now, if what if m is greater than 1? So what if m is greater than? So if m is greater than 1 means you just replace delta x with delta y and delta y with delta x. That is how you can remember the formula. You're just replacing the variables. So If m is greater than 1 means p naught will be y. I will replace y with x. No, delta x minus delta y. Then at each xk along the line, no, now it will be at each yk along the line starting with k is equal to 0. If pk is less than 0 means the point will be xk comma yk plus 1. So this will become xk yk plus 1 point. See here you are moving along yk at each point xk comma yk plus 1. P of k plus 1 is equal to pk plus 2 times delta x, 2 times delta x. Again this will be x of k plus 1 y of k plus 1. uh, then p of k plus 1 is equal to pk plus 2 times delta x minus 2 times delta y. So this is the only modification. So if you have understood if you understand this Bressenon's line drawing algorithm for m less than 1, you can write it for m greater than 1. So for that, just the basics, you just change the values of delta x with delta y. Wherever x is there, you take y, and wherever y is there, you take x. That is more than sufficient. So here also, see, I just modified that. P naught I have written as 2 times delta x minus delta y. At each point xk, we were considering xk.